All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, and basically I'm doing this video on that. Basically, it was prophesied, or it's prophecy that we're going to be in uncomfortable situations. And I'm speaking of us men of the Lord, because obviously Jacob's trouble is right around the corner. All right, America's going to be destroyed. All right, but before that, you're going to have a time period of Jacob's trouble. All right, and even now, we're going through hell and catching hell, but it's only going to increase. But, I say all that to say, because there's a lot of videos of brothers' channels they're getting strikes. The Apostle Gabar did a video that how basically his channel, GMS Walk and Talk 8, is going to be taken down soon. The main channel for the camp I'm in, the DC camp, GMS Truth Sync 18, got taken down. So all the videos that were done on there are just gone. You know what I'm saying? So, even right now, Esau is targeting us. He's coming down on us, taking down our videos. But it's not really something, the more and more I think about it, I'm not really upset, because I know that it's a part of what we got to do. Is what we signed up for. All right, we signed up to be targets of this devil. Ultimately, when you come into this truth, and when you stand out there and you put your body as a living sacrifice, Esau is marking you. All right, on his security cameras and everything, he sees us. So basically, the point of this video was, to know and to understand that, yeah, Esau is going to attack us, men of the Lord. All right, he's going to take down our videos, and soon enough, he's going to get physical with us. But we all got to understand that that's just prophecy, and that's what we got to go through. So be it. So be it. If he takes down your channel, it is what it is what we signed up for. That's a good thing. All right, because that's prophecy coming to pass. All right, we all know the scriptures that speak of famine of the word, so it's something that we got to go through. It's something that we got to go through, and that's something that all brothers are going to go through. All right, brothers pushing the word. Let me get this precept. All right. 1 Peter 5:9, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So our brethren that are in the world, all right, enduring in this wicked world, in this age, all right, in the truth, we're all going through the same thing. All right. Esau's targeting all our channels. All right. And if he hasn't targeted yours yet, then he most likely will. All right, in the future, because ultimately Esau, one of the elite bankers, I believe he said before, I don't know which one, I just know one of them elite people said that they wish they would have never created the internet. So ultimately Esau, he knows that this is the truth, and he wants to stop the word, but ultimately he's going to come after all of us. Because I was looking at some of the comments on Apostle Gabar's video, and one of them was like, how it's comforting to know that it's just not happening to you, in general, because I believe one brother had his page taken down or something like that, and he quoted this scripture. He was like, it's comforting to know that it's just not happening to me, but to all brothers, because it shows that we're all doing something, we're doing something that's right. All right, because Esau, if we weren't hurting him, then he wouldn't be taking down our videos. But at the end of the day, it's all prophecy. Esau is going to do this, and soon enough, what do the scriptures say? Soon enough, he's going to come after us physically. But we know that's going to happen too. Now, will we be upset when that time comes? Yeah, we might be a little angry, because we're supposed to. Is the Edomite. They're the devil. But ultimately, we know what's going to happen. We know that we might be thrown into concentration camps, but we know that we're going to be delivered out of it. All right. All these other people, they don't have a hope when they get thrown into concentration camp. That's it. All right. But when it happens to us, we know that it's just a trial. All right. We know that it's just a trial. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now this is, well, let me not get this. This is Revelation. Let me see. Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. All right. So this is Yahweh Shai telling us that we're going to suffer some things. That it's prophecy that we're going to suffer some things. All right. So we got to be able to take it and endure it as a soldier of Yahweh Shai. We got to have that mentality that even though it's going to happen to us, that we're going to overcome it. All right. And now is not the time. If Esau may take down your channel or your videos, don't throw what's it called? A tantrum, a big old fit. Don't let it get you down. All right. Ultimately, it's happening to our brothers. It's happening to other brothers. It's going to happen to you. And it's a good thing. Like I said, that means prophecy is coming to pass. All right. Some prophecy is not very, some prophecy that's going to happen that's going to happen is not very comfortable in the flesh. You might say, oh, I got 1,000 subscribers. I've gotten over 300 videos on this channel. You'd be like, you may be like, God damn it, for him to take it all away. But ultimately, it's got to happen in order for us to get out of here. Ultimately, the Lord hasn't forgotten the videos you do. The angels that watch and keep record of everything, the Lord won't forget your works. All right. And that's scriptural. All right. That's the scriptures say that. How the Lord won't forget what we do, and he's going to reward us in the end. All right. This is Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil. And this is not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. This is talking about the physical, because we know Esau, the so-called white man, he's basically the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. And he is the devil. Because when you look at that word, the devil, it means deceiver. So this is talking about the so-called white man. All right, when all hell breaks loose, shit starts to go down. It says, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So, yeah, Esau, Edom, this is prophesied that he's going to cast some of us into prison. It says some of you, because it's not everybody's lot. But some of us, we know in our future, the next few months, maybe a year, when all hell breaks loose, our Lord's will, it breaks loose, soon. We don't want to be here years to come. We for damn sure don't got another 5-10 years. But when it happens, when all hell breaks loose, yes, Satan, the so-called white man, is going to come after us. We're going to be on the run. All right, we're going to be getting chased. That's what we signed up for. It's going to be uncomfortable times. All right, so you may speak about it now, but you really got to be able to, prove your words when that time comes. All right. Just because me personally, when I looked at it and, I may have seen that some brothers' channels were getting taken down, my flesh was really just because, like I said, it's prophecy, but my flesh was like, damn, it's really fun. I was getting a little irritated, and I think I seen that some other brothers were getting irritated, but then I was, I had to refer back to the scriptures because it's supposed to happen. All right. So just like that, the so-called white man he's going to catch you. He might catch you, and he might throw you in a prison. He might throw you in a concentration camp. All right. He might put you in a chair. All right. He might, try to torture you or something. But ultimately, the scriptures say the Lord won't put you through what you can't bear. So whatever level of, that is, of a judgment or so-called judgment, whatever level of pain that the so-called white man is going to try to bring you, all right, throw you in jail, may rough you around a little bit. We ultimately know that we're going to go through that and that the Lord is going to deliver us, because it said, be thou faithful unto death. So it might be some brothers lots that they might have to die in order to show their faith. But ultimately, what can the Lord do? Just as when the so-called white man maybe is torturing you, or he may, let's say he goes to chop your head off, the Lord can make it so you don't feel death, that you don't feel the pain that he's doing. All right. It's all about having faith. So it said, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. All right. So ultimately, we're going to get rewarded a crown, and we're going to be a part of the elect in the kingdom, the first fruits in the kingdom. All right. We didn't have to physically die in the nuclear missiles to go into the kingdom, because that's what it's all about, man. The 2/3, they're going to be destroyed physically by a horrible, 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 horrible pain. All right, they're going to have to experience that physical fire. All right, we don't want that. Even if we do have to die, the Lord can make it so you don't feel the pain. But we're definitely not going to suffer the death of a 2/3. All right, and that's only talking about brothers' lot, whoever's lot it is to be a martyr. You know, someone who may have to die to show their faith. But that's not everybody's lot. Okay. So ultimately, the Lord is going to deliver us out of this any affliction that we might go through. But at the end of the day, like the scriptures say, it's going to be uncomfortable. The scriptures say that thou shalt scarcely be saved. All right, meaning that you're just going to make it, so to say. So basically, this video is about, prepare yourself mentally for uncomfortable times. What Esau's doing right now with taking out the whole videos, that's very minute to what he's really about to do. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 10, because you got to understand what you signed up for when you came into this truth. 1 Corinthians 10 and 17. Oops. Yeah. 1 Corinthians 10 and 17. For we being many are one bread and one body, for we are all partakers of that one bread. And we know when you go into the scriptures, what that one bread is ultimately it's Yahweh Shai and his burden. All right. Sure the exact verse, but it's right here. All right. It said we are all partakers of that one bread. This is Matthew 26 and 26. And it says, and as they were eating, Yahweh Shai took bread and blessed it and break it and gave it to the disciples and said, take, eat. This is my body. So this is what the people, they call, the Last Supper and whatnot. All right. So it said, take, eat, and this is my body. All right. So when the scriptures say, oops, Salakia. When the scriptures say, for we are all partakers of one body, all right, and that one bread, that's talking about Yahweh Shai. And what do we know that's comes with us believing and having faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai? Well, that's his his yoke. All right. This is Matthew 11 and 30. I'm going to start at 29. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So that yoke, basically the burden that we're going to have to go through, all right, our cross that we got to carry while in this truth is what we signed up for. All right, going back to 1 Corinthians 10 and 17, I believe it was. We are all partakers of one body and that one bread. When you came into this truth, you spiritually, you took that bread. You signed up for a course, and that course is to believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and to take his yoke upon you. All right, so all the burdens that may come along in this truth, but the scriptures say at the 30th verse, for my yoke is easy. All right, because compared to what Yahweh Shai had to go through, all the hatred and the torture he had to go through on the cross, what we're going to have to go through is light compared to what he went through. Okay, 2 Timothy 2 and 1, thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. So ultimately, when we came into this truth, we signed up to be soldiers of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and it's not always going to be comfortable when you're in war. All right, verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. All right. So we're at war. All right. Right now, before all hell breaks loose, we're in war right now, spiritual warfare. But soon enough, the so-called white man, he's gonna try to get physical with us. All right. It's like right now we're preparing. We're building up our faith. All right. But when you get into that war, it's not gonna be comfortable. All right. When you're at war, you got guns flying everywhere. You might have to, randomly drop, duck, get in the dirt. Might get some dirt in your face and eyes. Roll over, run. You might be out of breath. All right. Might be sweating. The sweat may be dripping in your eyes, but you got to still keep them open. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to get uncomfortable. But ultimately, all right, this is what we signed up for. And it's all about having the faith. As long as we keep the faith, then Yahweh Shai is going to give us the strength to endure what we got to go through. All right. Like I said in verse 3, endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai. All right. But that was the point, man, to basically understand that uncomfortable times, it was prophesied that the men of the Lord have to go through uncomfortable times. All right. But it is what it is. It's going to be all good as long as we keep that faith in Yahweh Shai, in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. All right. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.